Hello, welcome. I'm Alberto. Welcome to Alberto's La Bella Cucina. Today we're going to start with a beautiful linguine alla puttanesca. It's a very classical, a very beautiful dish from old Rome. It started in the 200s. And the reason it's called linguine alla puttanesca is because the ladies of the night used to cook it. So let's just start right now and have a wonderful time. We start with the fresh olive oil. At the end, we put a little oregano right here. A little bit of garlic. Nothing better than garlic, it's good for you. Little capers. The best, little onions. Fresh Kalamata olives. Make the dish wonderful. Start cooking down. Try to get this so you can see the onions getting cooked, having a great flavor into it. So we got a little bit of pasta. Let the pasta cook for a few minutes so it becomes really al dente. We start ready to go in a few seconds. So here we go. I remember a person in Hoboken that used to love this beautiful dish, alla puttanesca, but it has a trick that you must do it, because a lot of other chefs, they think they don't, and they do it. I don't do it, you do it, I'll do it, he does it, but I'll do it the right way. So let's hope this to your like. A little bit of always a little white wine and some very, very fresh tomatoes. Simmer for a little bit. And also, this dish was very famous also in Napoli. Napoli loved Kalamata olives and capers. So here we go. One of our best dishes. I'm preparing for you in a few seconds. Be ready to enjoy it. Buon appetito, signore e signore. Here we go. Linguine alla puttanesca, just for you. Buon appetito. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hello there. Thanks for coming back. So here we are. Once again, we're going to start with a beautiful breast of chicken marsala, fresh marsala wine, with fresh mushrooms, and a little bit of garlic to start with. We don't want to spoil this with a little oregano because it doesn't go with it. So we try to do with fresh ingredients that is going to become the same level with the chicken. So here we go once again. Going to give it a little flavor. Fresh breast of chicken. There we go. With the chicken marsala was originated in Venice. So Venice is one of the greatest cities in the world, where you start one of the best dishes. The Count Giacomo Casanova used to enjoy this great dish, and we certainly enjoy the chicken breast alla Casanova in those days. With fresh mushrooms, fresh marsala wine, which is one of the best ingredients for it. And it takes a couple of minutes just to get this wonderful dish. This dish is prepared in just a few minutes for you, so you can enjoy a great deal of it. Add a few mushrooms. A little salt and pepper. Marsala wine sauce. I remember Mr. Don Rickles in the old days, my restaurant in Malibu, used to enjoy this a lot. We used to change the chicken marsala, maybe perhaps chicken a la Rickles. And they will come, where's my chicken? as he's coming right out, Mr. Rickles. And then it would be obviously it would be the chicken a la marsala, but for him was chicken a la Don Rickles. Why not? Because he was one of my best customers. So we prepare chicken a la Rickles. Once you do that, a little bit more. Olive oil. Vino. And the salt. Remember years ago, Mr. Frank Sinatra used to come onto the table. He said, I want you to have a bite of that chicken. Because I remember that I invented that chicken for him. So, people used to get jealous, but what can you do? Here we go once again. We have the chicken a la marsala. And it used to be called chicken a la Rickles. And chicken a la Carol O'Connor too, because believe it or not, they used to share the same dishes. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hello there, we're back. Thanks for waiting. However, right now we're preparing one of the best, most famous dishes that it came from, from Little Napoli. And this dish used to be called linguine al bongole, which is fresh clams. We're going to prepare now. I used to prepare this for Mr. Dean Martin, which is one of the best actors I've ever met. I used to play tennis with his son, Dean Martin, Dino Martin, years and years ago. God bless him. So we started with very, very fresh clams. We got a little bit of cup of white wine, a little bit of garlic, and very fresh baby clams from the East Coast. Here we go. With that dish. In those days, this kind of pasta was wonderful because many of the movie stars, and they were really in those days Italian people, they loved that. Like Robert De Niro would love this dish. He's one of the best of him. You can try it in one of his restaurants in Tribeca for five years ago. So here we go with linguine and fresh clams. I remember Rossini's in Malibu, my other restaurant. People used to enjoy this and have a great time. That makes me, like maybe Mr. George Hamilton used to eat this all the time with a nice, wonderful glass of suave bola. Remember, George? Remember the days? The old days, we used to have this. We had great fun with my old buddy, David Jansen, which I remember him. God bless him, rest in peace. Dave, one of the best linguine al bongole that existed. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Linguine with clam sauce. White clam sauce. Fresh. And we'll be right back. Hello there, welcome back to Albertos restaurant, La Bella Cucina in Pacific Grove. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the wonderful veal mushroom peppers. I used to prepare this with beautiful white veal. We powder it a little bit so you won't stick in your pan. Okay, here we go. You know, I always cook with fresh olive oil, always. Never with any other type of oil, because the oil turns to burn, and then it doesn't get the same effect that you have when you're cooking a beautiful white veal, especially like this one. You don't want to waste that. So, here we go, we get the veal. Now again, always be careful when you're preparing veal. The veal is very delicate and it's very thin. I always pound it. Very, very thin so you can have the best taste there is. White veal is the best meat there is in the market. And again, remember, you can always get this dish, you can always get this veal in the nearest supermarket. So it is not really a meat you can't get in the supermarket. So we also cook with the best Florio Marsala wine, which you can get it on the store too. And I kind of prefer it a little sweet, so to give that great taste for it. So here we are, we saute it. We're a couple of minutes away. Mr. Rod Stewart used to enjoy this in Malibu just before he divorced Alana Hamilton. So they became great friends. My other friend, great friend of mine, Tina Sinatra, used to bring out to our seniors. Remember Tina? Used to bring him and your old buddy, Mr. Cohen. You were married to him. You know the Suns, the basketball team. He loved this dish, especially when he enjoyed living in Malibu. Now, here we go with fresh peppers. You have yellow, green, and orange peppers, which are giving a great, great flavor. Some fresh mushrooms. With that. Yeah. Just another touch of olive oil. Remember, if you want to have a great dish, always remember to have the best ingredients there is. It's like having the same wine. You enjoy a great bottle of wine with a beautiful veal mushroom peppers. And Mr. Stewart used to enjoy this a lot with a great bottle of Latache. A great bottle of wine that you can find it in your best stores. Here we go. We have a little bit of garlic. And once again, some masala. There we go. There's nothing better to have a wonderful, fresh, prepared dish just made just for you. You can get that in my restaurant. In Alberto's restaurant, you will find this kind of cuisine, this kind of quality, and you will enjoy it always because it's made especially for you. Like Mr. Rod Stewart, he used to enjoy this in Malibu, and he loved it. And why not? Because you know what? It was prepared just for him. So there you go. Buon appetito, signore e signore. And we'll be right back. Thank you. Hi there. Welcome back to Alberto's restaurant, located at Pacific Grove, 1219 Forest Avenue. Today we're having a great meal here. We're having great fun of preparing great, wonderful dishes that we prepare for the all-stars, movie stars, starlets. We started with the vitello with peppers, with fresh marsala mushrooms, and beautiful vitello, which is a beautiful white veal. And here we have a linguine alla puttanesca, a pasta for the ladies of the night in the old 1600s. One of the best dishes there is. In the air, we have the cannelloni alla romana. This dish, Mr. Lawrence Olivier, we used to die for in my restaurant in Orsini's, and Mr. Johnny Carson too, of course, which used to live in Malibu, near John McEnroe. So here we got the cannelloni alla romana. And then we also have here the chicken marsala, one of the George Hamilton's favorite, the old Dracula guy, which, remember, George, that I got you the job, so don't you forget that, okay? Remember that, you owe me, thank you. And then we had linguine al vongole, which would be better than linguine al vongole, cooked fresh from the East Coast, fresh vongole. Like in Napoli, like, remember Big Frank? I know you're in the heaven, but you used to love this. You used to love this, and even Don Rickles used to pay you so I can prepare his dish for you. So remember, don't forget to visit Alberto's Ristorante in Pacific Grove. So, buon appetito. Grazie tanto.